What's up, YouTube? Just wanted to give a quick review of my 2021 Campagna T-Rex. I bought it about a month ago, and I was able to put about 300 miles on it so far. Did my first oil change, everything else. I previously owned a 2017 Campagna 16SP with the BMW 6-cylinder engine from the 1600 motorcycle that they make. So I figured I'd give you a quick runaround on this. First off, they do claim it's lighter, and I definitely feel that by about 150 pounds when I'm riding it. I'm not sure where they cut the weight. If my guess would definitely be in the frame somewhere, because it does feel slightly smaller on the inside, which is kind of an issue because it was pretty small before. That being said, though, it's not bad. I'm 5'11", 180. I'm able to get in and out of it pretty easily. So I'm just going to walk around, kind of show you all the details on it. Same brakes, I think, and rotors as before. Definitely the rims look the same as well, just different color. Cockpit's pretty nice. It's a Kawasaki ZX14 dash. Has enough stuff on it. You know, it's not TFT or anything, which I think would be a nice step up for something in this price range. Lots of really nice carbon fiber. Same old Givey bags. I'll talk about those in a minute because I do have some complaints about that. Pretty nice chain. I do think this chain got bigger and thicker. Mine came with the Two Brothers exhaust system, which is extremely loud. I'm not upset by it. I like it, but there's really no option of putting a radio on this thing. I tried doing a wireless Bluetooth speakers, JBL, and you cannot hear it at all, even if it's sitting next to you when you're getting on this thing. All right, so let's get into the good, the bad, and the ugly on this. The good, this motor is far superior than the BMW 16SP motor. This thing feels twice as fast as it used to be. My guesses would be the 16 motor, you know, probably ran a mid to high 12-second quarter mile, 110 to 115 mile an hour. This thing feels like it could be in the high 10s, maybe mid 10s. It's hard to say. I did do kind of a quick 60 to 130, which I'm gonna put a video and show you what that looked like. I don't have numbers yet. I am going to put my draggy on this thing soon, so stay tuned for that. But as far as the engine goes, it's way superior. I think that they should stick with this engine. The BMW motor was lazy. It was high maintenance. It was really difficult to do oil changes on. And it's your typical BMW electronic crap, you know, where you need to reset the lights on the dash and all that all the time when you do service, like the stuff that just annoys people like me. So big plus for the motor. Big plus on the weight loss. Not that it's a real big deal, but you know, every little bit counts. This motor is putting out so much more power. I don't think that it's a big deal. It's near 210 horse, and it just revs. It's real smooth. So a big plus on that one. Some of the other things I would talk about on this that are an improvement, you know, the gauge cluster on it over the BMW. Some people would say it's not as good, but my opinion is it's good and it's better. You know, there's enough stuff on the display to go through everything. You got your miles per gallon average, your tank range. It even has an option to turn on the shift light at certain RPMs and all that stuff. I haven't fooled around with it too much, but it's real easy to deal with. Typical Japanese stuff. You know, Kawasaki makes nice stuff. So let's get into the bad. So the bad so far would be an extremely annoying thing for something in this price range, the gas cap. So when I bought mine, I went to go get my first tank of gas. What you're supposed to do is you come up to this cap, flip it up, turn it to the left, and then it should, voila, pull off, right? Real nice and easy now. Well, the problem is, from what the guy that fixed my gas cap said, you can see mine has been shaved down on the inside. is that they're using some type of plastic that when gasoline hits it, it expands, and you can literally not get this gap cap off, which is extremely frustrating. So what happened to me was I was super low on gas. I had to take it to my buddy's shop, and he had to come from the inside panel here, take all this stuff off, pull the gas cap off from the back side of it, and literally shave that down, and then wait until I got a new gas cap because we kind of ruined it in the process. I was able to get another tank of gas, and then they did give me a new cap, but it was the same cap. So he shaved that one down. Now that he shaved that one down and made some minor adjustments to it, everything works great. Again, something you would never expect on something of this price point. You know, it is low. You know, they don't make many of these things, so it's excusable in some ways, but it's just one of those little things. I mean, what is this thing, a $10 gas cap? You know, send it out right, in my opinion. Number two was something really scary, was my throttle cables were sticking when I initially bought this thing. So down there is where the cables are. You can kind of see them. Yep. And they fixed them. They had to send me a new cable, and they got me the cables really quickly. But the initial problems were they put too many zip ties when they installed my cables, so it was sticking in really bad spots. It's scary. I mean, good thing I'm a little bit experienced where I just pushed the clutch in, but it would still be revving. So the new one, they only have 3 zip ties holding it in certain spots, which makes it to where it's not sticking anymore. I think it might still be sticking very slightly, but I'll put some more miles on it before I decide. I'm just kind of getting used to it running so much better since I don't have a sticking throttle cable anymore. But anyways, they fixed it. They were really good about it. They were quick. They overnighted the part. Everything happened real quickly, so I can't complain there, and I understand these are low volume. So again, I'm just giving you my initial experience with it. The third thing, which was annoying for a guy like me who's got a little bit of OCD, was my steering wheel came a little bit crooked. And what do I mean by that? Is when I'm going down the road, this thing was kicking to the left and I would be going straight. So this happened on my old one, and I kind of knew how to fix it. So the way you fix that is you actually adjust the rear tire, not the front 2 tires. And there's adjustments on both sides when you do the chain, and that actually, one of those adjustments adjusts the way that thing steers a little bit too. So when I did my initial oil change, my mechanic, again, he figured this all out. And if people need to know more details about it, just comment and I'll ask him exactly what he did. But it's in these adjusting nuts right here, and they're on both sides, and you can get the steering wheel to be dead straight, and mine is perfect now. So that being said, those were the 3 issues I've had with it so far. So that's the bad, the good, the bad, the ugly. The good I already said, the bad I already said. The ugly, I don't really see anything ugly. I really like the color a lot. You either love this thing or you don't, but it's pretty cool looking when you see it in person. So I'm going to follow up with this video with some performance stats. My initial thoughts are, 0 to 60 in the mid 3-second range, quarter mile, mid to high 10-second range. It's really hard to launch this thing. I'm sure I'm going to get used to it now that my throttle cables are fixed. But I'm going to also put in here my 60 to 130 video that I've done already. Again, I put about 300 miles on this. And any questions, just comment below. But